Two emergency exits, one on the left and one on the right side. Kindly don't take any photos. We have two official photographers. Photos will be given on request. Ladies and gentlemen, when the academic procession reaches the venue, I request you all to rise. Rise for the academic procession. I request you all to please rise for the academic procession.
annual convocation of XLRI Delhi-NCR open.
Now we will have the lighting of the lamp followed by the prayer song. I request the audience to kindly rise.
सर्वे भद्राणि Honorable Chief Guest of this evening, Mrs. Renu Sood Karnad, Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. P.S. Jayakumar, Honorable Vice Chairman Father George Sebastian, members of the Governing Board of XLRI, esteemed alumni, corporate dignitaries, civic authorities, members of the faculty and staff, graduating students, parents, Reverend sisters, brothers, and fathers, members of the print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third annual Convocation at XLRI Delhi-NCR, organized for the 2022-24 batch. It's indeed fortunate that in October 2023, we had the privilege of celebrating the Platinum Jubilee of educating young minds through two robust campuses that combine the experience of the old campus in Jamshedpur with the enthusiasm of the new campus in Delhi-NCR. It's a step in the right direction to continue the dream envisioned by a small group of Jamshedpur Jesuits to bring about a positive change in the world. We thank our chairman, Mr. T.V. Narendran, Global CEO and Managing Director of Tata Steel, for the constant support for XLRI to rise higher and higher. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Renu Sood Karnad for gracing us with her presence today. With over 4 decades of pioneering leadership in the real estate and mortgage industries, she has garnered accolades from CNBC TV 18, India Today, and others. As the managing director of HDFC since 2010, her visionary guidance spearheaded the company's technological evolution, culminating in its merger with HDFC Bank in 2023, creating the world's 7th largest bank by market capitalization. We are privileged to have Mr. P.S. Jayakumar as our guest of honor this evening. He is a chartered accountant and an MBA, our own old student, with extensive experience in banking, including roles at Citibank and as a managing director and CEO of Bank of Baroda. Notably, he led the successful integration of Bank of Baroda with Dena Bank and Vijaya Bank, setting a precedent for similar consolidations. He is also a co-promoter of VBHC Value Homes and Home First India, addressing affordable housing challenges. With a diverse portfolio, Mr. Jayakumar serves as chair and independent director across various sectors, including finance, logistics, and pharmaceuticals. Before moving on to the highlights of our achievements this year, I would like to take a moment to express our deepest condolences over the loss of Dr. Ashish Kumar Pani, who was the former Dean of Academics and board member of XLRI from 2016 to 2022. May his soul rest in peace. As I stand before you today addressing the esteemed graduates of the XLRI batch of 2024, I am deeply honored to acknowledge the profound strength of our institute embodied in each and every one of you. It's often said that an institute is built by its students. And as I look upon this gathering, I see the living testament to this adage. Your unwavering dedication, relentless pursuit of knowledge, and remarkable achievements are the very essence upon which XLRI stands tall. It's a privilege to witness firsthand the transformative journey you have undertaken during your time here. As you embark on new beginnings, remember that your passion, resilience, and commitment to excellence not only shape your own future, but also contribute immeasurably to the enduring legacy of XLRI. Congratulations to each one of you, and may your endeavors ahead be as remarkable as the time you spent within these hallowed walls. To impart quality education on par with the continuing XLRI standards, we have a strength of 26 full-time faculty members. We will endeavor to increase this number by the end of this academic year. Along with them, our students also benefit from our seasoned visiting faculty members from Jamshedpur and the experiences of industry experts as required. In continuation of the contribution to the body of rigorous academic research, this academic year, our faculty members have a combined tally of 21 publications, and all are in ABDC, A-star, and A category journals. To provide a more holistic teaching learning experience, this academic year, we have added 7 new electives and redesigned 2 previous courses to benefit our students. All the combined efforts of the students and the faculty bore fruit in the unparalleled success of our students during the placement process this year. I am delighted to share that we have successfully achieved 100% placements for the outgoing batch of 2022 and 24. The average salary for the 119 students stood at 28 lakhs per annum. A student from Delhi XLRI campus secured the highest domestic offer of 75 lakhs per annum from the BFSI sector. For this enormous effort, I thank Professor Kanakaraj, Professor Faisal M. Alsan, and the placement team at both campuses for their tireless endeavors. I thank all the recruiters who participated in the process and recruited our students. XLRI, the oldest B school in India, founded in 1949, has announced the setting up of the Indian School for Design of Automobiles, the first of its kind dedicated finishing school for automobile design in India, in association with XLRI alumnus and automobile industry expert, Mr. Avik Chattopadhyay. May I request Mr. Avik Chattopadhyay come and occupy the front seat, please. Can somebody escort Mr. Avik Chattopadhyay? Thank you. The 3 pillars of India will be balance of intuition and industrial knowledge, rich industry interface, and exposure to global thought and application. India aims to get some of the world's iconic, leading, and most respected designers to come to the school as visiting faculty. It was amply evident by the messages these iconic designers from across the world sent during our inauguration. India will be offering various programs from Masters in Automobile Design and Management to refreshers for practicing designers and inductions for CXOs. Seminars, master classes, and workshops will also be planned as part of the annual calendar. A program in automobile restoration is also proposed. The Masters in Automobile Design and Management will be a 1-year postgraduate program with an intake of 20 to 25 students every year from all graduate schools through a screening process. Details of the curriculum are being finalized. The school will be operational by the end of 2025. XLRI has initiated multiple collaborative programs with the institutions of high repute towards achieving the vision of becoming a leader in the field of healthcare management, education, and policy-oriented research. MOUs were signed with the institutions in the domain of healthcare, both Indian and international, to pursue these activities collaboratively in India and abroad. We are pleased to announce that as of today, XLRI Delhi-NCR has already signed MOUs with Christian Medical College Vellore, Christian Medical College Ludhiana, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education Research Chennai, St. John's National Academy of Health Sciences Bangalore, and is making progress on rolling out the first set of collaborative programs soon. The Institute has also signed an MOU with the International Consortium of Universities Paris for collaborative academic programs, research projects, student exchanges, and consultancy projects in the area of healthcare management and other areas of mutual interest. The IIE is an international consortium of more than 25 global universities of repute. The XLRI Council for Entrepreneurship and Development, XCED, has successfully completed its first batch of postgraduate diploma in management, in innovation, entrepreneurship, and venture development. In the first year of its existence, the PGDM IEV at XLRI has been widely acknowledged as the most aspirational entrepreneurship education program in the country. The students have launched 20 startups so far. Moving on to the Center for Gender Equality and Inclusive Leadership, launched in 2021. It is an emerging center studying and investigating factors influencing gender equality, diversity, and inclusion at work. CGIL initiated an impact assessment socio-economic survey in the Reliance Model Economic Township area. Professor B.K. Mangaraj, Professor of Production, Operations, and Decision Sciences area, XLRI Jamshedpur, provided expert advice on the project. An MOU was signed between XLRI Delhi-NCR and Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai, in a historic move to combine the research capabilities by collaborating on research projects, research studies, knowledge sharing, joint publications, enhancing the quality and impact of the joint research outputs in the interest of tribal, indigenous, and vulnerable groups, gender issues, diversity and inclusion, livelihood, and other allied areas. Upsurge, a training program by EXL for Women, is an initiative of our alumni to create more women leaders by focusing on awareness, intervention, and advocacy. It wrapped up its fourth edition, a 3-week learning journey for senior women leaders in Bangalore in August 2023. 150 women leaders from across the industry participated in the annual event. Its 2024 edition is scheduled to be held both virtually and in person in Bangalore in August. The relentless focus on establishing the capability of NCR campus to design, develop, and deliver cutting-edge, contemporary, and futuristic programs across functional domains has ensured that we deliver a robust performance this year. We have been able to do that quite successfully by leveraging our deep corporate relationships, a network of eminent domain experts, and by bringing a startup mindset to this vertical. The various MDP, ICP, and EMDP programs offered by Delhi NCR campus have been attended by over 800 participants this year. Notably among them are the 4 batches of IRS officers of CBDT. The training for the other batches will commence in April 2024. On the occasion of the Platinum Jubilee year, XLRI Delhi-NCR inaugurated the Platinum Jubilee Cafeteria, and a cultural event was held, graced by the esteemed presence of Mr. Suresh Narayanan, Managing Director of Nestle India, and several other distinguished guests. It was a resounding success. The evening was further enriched by the captivating performance of Advitiyam, presented by the talented artists of the Srijan, a famous Odissi dance group trained by the celebrated Guru Kelucharan Mohapatra. Our team's meticulous planning and dedicated efforts truly contributed to creating a tasteful and memorable experience for all attendees. In continuation of the service rendered in the previous year, the Student Affairs Committee, SAC, of XLRI Delhi-NCR coordinated over 35 student committees and interest groups and facilitated over 100 online and offline events throughout the academic year, giving all the students an opportunity to organize, engage, and participate in top-notch management, sporting, and cultural activities, while also attracting participation from other premier B schools in the country and sponsorships from big brands and companies. In addition, XLRI Delhi-NCR witnessed a host of cultural events that brought the campus alive throughout the year. Now, I'd like to congratulate the medal awardees for BM. Mr. Arpit Yadav scored the highest CQPI among male students. Mr. Kavya Sai Murki scored the highest CQPI among female students. Mr. Sahil Khanna is the best all-rounder student. I want to congratulate the medal awardees for IEV. Mr. Daksh Suni Singhal scored the highest CQPI among male students. Ms. Priyanka scored the highest CQPI among female students. Mr. Sahil Islam is the best all-rounder student. I thank the members of the governing board for their exemplary service and constant, unfailing support to all our endeavors. I thank our Dean Academics, Professor Rajiv Rai, and Dean Admin and Finance, Father P.T. Joseph, and Father Joshi, Administrator, for constantly doing their best for the students and the Institute. Now, I request Father George, Vice Chairman of the XLRI Board of Governors, to address the graduating students. Thank you.
So congratulate and also pray that you will grow from strength to strength and become a real ambassador for Delhi, XLRI Delhi-NCR. Today I like to leave you a message, something which is essential I consider. You might have heard about René Descartes. René Descartes was a 16th century philosopher, very popular even during his time. That's a very rare thing. Usually artists and philosophers become famous after their death. But René Descartes was most popular even when he was alive. And everyone expected that he would write some masterpiece, like Being a Nothingness by Paul Sartre. He wrote that's a masterpiece. And Critique of Pure Reason by Immanuel Kant. Something like that kind of masterpiece he would write. But till the end, he wrote essays, small books, but never wrote that masterpiece. And he died. And the scholars studying him, they say he didn't write that because he was suffering from fear of criticism. Because anything is written, somebody is going to criticize. And that really shook him. As a result, he couldn't contribute, which he could have done. And that's the reason J. Krishnamurti says, fear is the root cause of all evils, all violence, and root cause of gangsters as well as religion. That is, because the moment you overcome fear, you overcome everything. And Rajneesh would say, the moment you face your death fearlessly, you become immortal. Because that is the ultimate fear each one of us suffer. But the moment we face it fearlessly, that's the time you become immortal. The fear, what does it do? It suffocates your growth. Your potential never gets realized fully. Your potential is not realized. The root cause is fear. And that is the reason every philosophers, they tell you overcome. Not only fear of this and that, fear of you won't survive even a single day. I don't have fear, then what you will do? You will walk on the center of the road, you will die of accident. You will touch the electricity, I don't have fear, you will die. So fear is a survival mechanism. And without fear, human beings started walking on 2 feet. It's because of fear. Because human beings in the forest, they were the most vulnerable creatures. So they have to see the danger far ahead so that they can escape. So the very fact we are walking on 2 legs is because of fear. Now what is the confusion? Confusion, first I started, don't have fear. Then second, I am saying this other side of the coin is, fear is a survival mechanism. So how will you reconcile these 2 theories? And there only J. Krishnamurti helps us. Suppose when you see the snake, a poisonous snake, you are afraid. And he says that is not fear, that is common sense. It is intelligence. So psychologists tell us there are 2 kinds of fear. One is rational fear and second one is irrational fear. A rational fear is a survival mechanism that each one of us should have it. Otherwise we will become foolhardy, not courageous. We become stupid. When a fear is really present, then we have to be afraid. That is a rational fear. But the second one is an imaginatory fear. That is, they call it irrational fear. The fear of ghost, fear of imagination, what will happen tomorrow. This is the irrational fear, which is dangerous for our full growth as a human beings. It's okay to have 1 or 2 fear. The psychologists, they say on an average person has minimum 3 irrational fear. Life becomes miserable when that number increases, you have, like I have, fear of sleeping in darkness. Maybe ghost still I continue to believe. So 1 is okay, 2 okay, 3 average. But more than that, then you will start living in hell. All kinds of anxiety fears are irrational by nature. So today I request, reflect, what are the irrational fear each one of us have? Note it down. If it exceeds more than 3, get the help, overcome, become the best version of yourself, become immortal by overcoming fear itself. I wish you once again all the best for completing 2-year rigorous program and obtaining very good job opportunity. And I wish you that you will bring laurels and glory to XLRI Delhi-NCR. Thank you very much.
The Father E. Abraham Medal for Management and Industrial Development, awarded by XLRI Delhi-NCR campus to Ms. Renu Sood Karnad. Citation: a trailblazing business leader with numerous laurels from CNBC, TV18, India Today, US Banker Magazine and Wall Street Journal Asia, Ms. Renu Sood Karnad embodies the ideals of this award throughout her astounding professional career spanning over 40 years in the real estate and mortgage industry in India. A long-serving employee, Ms. Karnad's proven business acumen led her to take charge as the Managing Director of Housing Development Finance Corporation Limited, HDFC, in 2010. Her sagacity enabled her to drive HDFC to its technology-based transformation in 2018-2019, thereby leading it to its zenith. Under her stewardship as MD, she was instrumental in driving the merger with HDFC Bank as its non-executive director in 2023. Thereby creating the 7th largest bank in the world in market capitalization. Ms. Karnad is a master's in economics from the University of Delhi and has a bachelor's degree in law from the University of Mumbai. Her erudition earned her prestigious Praveen Fellowship from Woodrow Wilson School of Public and International Affairs, Princeton University, USA. Through her exemplary leadership skills, Ms. Karnad has held a variety of portfolios, notable among which are Chairperson and Independent Director of PayU, Chairperson of GlaxoSmithKline Pharmaceuticals Limited, President of the International Union for Housing Finance, Director of Asian Real Estate Society, and Board Member of the Bosch Limited, ABB, TransUnion US, SNDS Singapore, and other companies in Egypt and Africa. In deep appreciation for her steadfast commitment to high standards of business leadership and her myriad initiatives throughout her professional career, XLRI Delhi-NCR is honored to present the Father E. Abraham Medal for Management and Industrial Development to Ms. Renu Sood Karnad for being an inspiration to others. given in Delhi, NCR at the third convocation on Saturday, 16th March 2024. Signed, Father K.S. Casimir, Director, XLRI Delhi-NCR, T.V. Narendran, Chairman of Board.
Governors, Father S. George, Director XLRI Delhi, Father Kashmiri, Jay Kumar, my old friend and colleague, members of the Board of Governors of XLRI, faculty, staff, students of XLRI, and most important, parents of the graduating students, eminent guests and alumni. I would like to first thank the Institute for inviting me to address the graduating class of XLRI's new campus. Actually, it's the second, so 2 years old. And I'm sure the proud parents here and the grandparents, I saw some of them, and the relieved staff and the members. I mean, it's such an occasion to see your students pass out. It must be really, really exhilarating. You made it, guys. What you have achieved is tremendous and calls for a huge celebration. I'm sure the celebration is going to start very soon and leave you with a hangover for a couple of days, I'm sure. I'm sure you've worked numerous nights to get this degree. I also want to thank XLRI for the recognition that you have given me just now by awarding me the Father E. Abraham Medal for Management and Industrial Development. Thank you so much for it. It is wonderful to receive an award instituted in the memory of a long-serving director of XLI. You know, I'm one of the types who've been serving so long. I spent 46 years in HDFC, so I understand what it means. When I was invited to address you guys, I was in a quandary. What should I say to you? After all, you, the graduating class, are among the best and the brightest in our country. To be where you are sitting today, you would have really been the creme de la creme of the students who must have also applied. So what would I say to you? So I thought I would just share with you some of the basic lessons I have learned over decades as a banker, as a mother, and as a citizen of our country. First and foremost, and I used to see that a lot in myself when I was, just starting my career, and a lot of youngsters who work with us, we may strive to be independent, yet interdependence, teamwork, that is the secret of success. Please understand that. You cannot get ahead alone and by yourself. Every person in the chain matters, not the best and the brightest only. There's so many jobs that we have to do when we have to run companies, which are humdrum jobs. But somebody has to do that. And your ability to lead and your ability to get along with everyone is going to take you a long way. At different times, we will be soldiers, which is what you're going to be when you start now. And then very soon, you will don the mantle of leadership as some of the eminent board members you have here. And you know, you will progress upwards. And intercedence is not restricted only to professional networking and interpersonal relationships at work. Your personal support family, friends, have a tremendous role to play in achieving success in life. So the philosophy, if you remember, the famous ad, I don't know, you guys are young, but I think you must have still heard it. The famous tagline of the TV ad, which said, Airtel's TV ad, "Har ek dost zaruri hota hai." And that's what you really need in life. Secondly, never forget the saying, and it's an old saying, that Rome was not built in a day. Some, or perhaps many of you, will try rapidly to scale the heights of success, fame, and wealth. But believe me, the stairway to success is grounded in the foundation of creative thinking, but most of all, hard work. For any endeavor that you take to be fruitful, it will require you to roll up your sleeves, bring in fresh vision, and create value and newer meaning. All the lovely saris and all the lovely suits that you're wearing today will, in the course of the thing, get dirtied, and you will have to make sure you are actually on the ground working with the people who are actually going to help you go up. You might have seen some outliers. You might say that's not true. We know of so many people who did well. But please believe me, these are very far and in between. Don't be fooled by randomness. Stick to the basics, and the basics are basics of self-belief, hard work, and perseverance. That reminds me of how, as children growing up, we were instilled the value of hard work, a good education, and commitment to one's career. I can safely say all the parents sitting here today have done the same for you, and you should all be really very thankful for them. The sacrifices that parents make to get you here is something that you can never, ever thank them ever for. You know, just as an aside, one of the things that I used to sometimes really have very difficult handling was when somebody who had worked in HDFC for 3 years and would come and say, "Could you please tell me what my future is going to be and where am I going to be?" And I used to get so scared because I knew they were eyeing my chair and that's what they wanted. And I said, "Guys, you still have to wait. There's a long way to go." But that's what is really required, is to be patient, work hard. You will definitely make it. The fact you're graduating from a prestigious MBA degree means you already have the skill, the will, and the hunger to earn it. To this mix, I would like to add for you honesty, integrity of purpose in anything and everything that you do. In fact, at XLRI, inspired by the Jesuit spirit of the Magi, you are guided by values that include ethical conduct, inclusiveness, tolerance, and passion for excellence. I will also add to this human relationship and bonds with your near and dear ones. Those who held your hand or will hold your hand as you race ahead. Some of you will race ahead, more than others will, but there are people who've helped you. These are the most important investments you'll make. There is empirical evidence for this. In the 1930s, Harvard did a project, and I think many of you must have, seen a TED program on that, where they started tracking second-year students at Harvard and teenagers from the poorest neighborhoods of Boston. For the next 75 years, they were interviewed, their medical records checked every 2 years, and at a later stage, their spouses too were included. One thing that came out very clearly after, this is actually the longest research, research project in history, that the only thing that keeps human beings happy and successful and healthy is good and close relationships with friends, family, and most of all, your community. To give back to the community what the community has given to you. is something that we must all achieve to do once we have made it, right? As I said, you must, the TED Talk is by Robert Waldinger, titled, What Makes a Good Life? I'm also delighted to know that one of the focus areas is the Center for Gender Equality and Inclusive Leadership. Being a woman corporate leader myself, this subject is extremely close to my heart. Women's representation in senior management and at the board level is still rather dismal. Though I think in India we're still better than many of the countries, but really a lot needs to be done. We need more women leaders, not just to break the glass ceiling, but to smash it to smithereens. India is poised to take on the world, and it is necessary that the emotionally and intellectually superior gender, come on women in the audience, and the beautiful, fabulous women should play a leading role in it. The world today is characterized by fast-paced, technology-driven changes. As we enter, we've already entered actually, the era of artificial intelligence, you will need to keep learning and upskilling your life. The MBA degree you receive today is just the starting point of your journey. Having said that, I firmly believe that technology is only an enabler, a facilitator, a tool to help us arrive at our decisions, but not to make the decisions for us. In business, losing the human touch can be the difference between success and failure. And let me tell you, we at HDFC have really experienced that. That is why you see the trend of hiring. So many corporates today have anthropologists, sociologists, psychologists. They are being hired by the marketing and the product teams because they really need to make sure they're able to, express, or they're able to reach out. Product managers and marketeers tend to rely on big data, on AI, etc. But honestly, the answer lies in the mindset and the cultural context of the target audiences that many of us corporates are trying to address. Our ground technology infusion is happening on a daily basis these days, and it is tempting for all of us to experiment with it, to use it on in our day-to-day work, which of course we should. But as technology has still to fully evolve, and most importantly, there are still ways to go before we can completely understand it, you need to make sure that the human element doesn't get missed out. After all, none of your bosses will want an AI-generated content, to be presented to them by you whenever you're doing that first project in your first jobs. I have spent an extremely fulfilling career in just one organization. And I can safely assume that I will be a rarity in this world that you are now going to be stepping into. Such wisdom as is there in my experience may seem very old-fashioned to you. But as I reflect on the points I've made, I feel these in sense are some of the very foundational points that you should imbibe. And these will serve you well in all aspects of your life, be it professional, personal, or spiritual. Once again, my heartiest congratulations and best wishes to each one of you as you forge ahead. Do let your hair down today, this evening. Party as much as you can, for tomorrow you hit the road. Thank you very much.
Mr. P.S. Jayakumar is a chartered accountant from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. an MBA graduate from XLRI Jamshedpur, and Gurukul Chevening Scholar, London School of Economics and Political Science. Mr. P.S. Jayakumar joined Citibank NA as a management associate in 1986, and at the time of leaving the bank in 2008, Mr. P.S. Jayakumar was co-head India with responsibility for its consumer banking. Mr. P.S. Jayakumar served as the Managing Director and CEO of Bank of Baroda during 2015 to 2019 and was the first person from the private sector to be appointed to manage a large public sector bank. Apart from transformation of the Bank of Baroda, Mr. Jayakumar successfully integrated Bank of Baroda along with Dena Bank and Vijaya Bank, and the success of this model resulted in other consolidations in the public sector banking system. Mr. Jayakumar also co-promoted two companies, VBHC Value Homes and Home First India, now a listed entity in the NSE. These companies address both the supply and demand side of affordable housing. Currently, Mr. P.S. Jayakumar serves as a chair and an independent director in several public and private limited companies and in sectors such as insurance, financial services, logistics, infrastructure, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, construction, agri-tech, and media. Mr. Jayakumar also mentors several startups and is also a member of the governing board of the Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs.
I now call upon Mr. P.S. Jayakumar to address the gathering.
Director of the Institute, Father Casimir, Director of XLRI Jamshedpur, and Vice Chairman of the Board of Governors, Father George, Dean Dr. Sanjeev Roy, Chief Guest Mrs. Renu Karnad, members of the Governing Board, faculty members, parents, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the class of 2024. Coming back to my alma mater is always special, and I thank you for the privilege of being the guest of honor. My greetings to all of you. As I stepped into the institute, I could see how much it is an XLRI institution. Elegantly designed buildings, spacious environment, flower beds and manicured lawns, and absolute cleanliness. This is what Jamshedpur was, and this is what Jamshedpur is, campus of Jamshedpur is, and what is over here. Going down the memory lane, the year I studied, which was 1984-86, from today's context would look like a quaint world. We were a small batch of 40 students each in the business management and IR course. The entire campus was only 160 students. We were proud of a computer center which had desktop machines having at most 8 MB of memory. The economy was smaller, approximately 10% of the current size. Campus placement was limited only to a small repertoire of company from FMCG, banking, and finally it depended on Tata Steel and the public sector companies to take the balance of the student. The average salary, my salary, which was among the highest, was about 3,000 rupees at that point of time. Now compare yourself to that scenario. The world you live is entirely different. We are a large economy, 7% economic growth or thereabouts, heading towards being a 5 trillion GDP. Emerging along with China in the China Plus One strategy as a manufacturing center. We have an enviable digital public infrastructure and a good ecosystem of startups. With all of this, you have plenty of choices ahead of you, and I hope you make the best out of it. My speech has 3 blocks. First, based on my experience and observing some of the successful people I met, I want to offer you some unsolicited advice. Second, based on my various experiences in various boards, I would like to draw upon common themes engaging the board and the management, and I hope it's a marker of opportunities and challenges ahead for you. Finally, I want to talk a little bit of my entrepreneurial journey. Mrs. Renu Karnad was on the board of a company, and an experience I'm sure she would be keen to forget. And finally, I hope my speech is of some use to you. You are a diverse group with wealth of experience and collective thirst of success. The network you have built here, your classmates, professors, mentors, will be a valuable resource throughout your career. XLRI has produced a notable alumni network comprising of individuals who excel in various fields of business, entrepreneurship, and academia and public service. Remember the power of collaboration. If there is one thing I wish I did better, it was collaboration, staying in touch, and enriching myself. Just as an anecdote, a few days back, a company whom I support, which is in the solar cell business, renewable energy, called me up and said, "We're coming to Bombay. There are some tenders in HP. Is there a way you can get access to the management there?" I told them I'm working from the banking side. I have no idea about oil and gas sector. Nonetheless, to keep him happy, I Googled. The name was Pushp Kumar Joshi, who was my classmate, and currently is from the IR class, and currently the managing director and CEO, chairman and managing director of HP. So that's the power of collaboration that we'll get. XLRI has been a premier B school in India, has a rich history of shaping business leader. In my personal opinion, what distinguishes this institute from the others is the core value: encouraging diversity and difference, generosity, excellence, and empathy. Even before ESG became accepted, XLRI was nurturing ethical leaders who are sensitive to environment and society. Ethical leadership will prepare you to not only succeed in the world, but also make a positive difference. Please do not forget this. I remember when I joined Bank of Baroda, I had invited Father Mascarenhas to come and give lectures on ethics. Several years later, many of the people who went through this program told me that it was one of the transformational things they have been through. The power of ethics, the power of honesty, integrity is the most important one. Preserve it, enhance it, enrich it. Third, the point has been touched by our chief guest, a lifelong commitment to a lifelong learning, including and a purpose-driven approach that provides satisfaction. There's an extraordinary range of opportunities that I have with you. I'm not only talking about the most discussed topic around, or rather frequently discussed topic about ML, AI, generative AI, etc. There's also emerging a range of formats, for example, in energy transition, working in environment and sustainability, joining NGOs and driving a favorite social cause like conservation or choosing to be an entrepreneur. Thankfully, the society we live in is considerably less judgmental. In my peer group, I've seen people transitioning from being bankers to being lawyers, from working in companies in corporate position to being professors. And so, what I'd like to say to you is, do what meets your calling and what meets your purpose. That is what will give you a sense of achievement, and be comfortable about taking career risks to reach this goal. Finally, developing leadership capability, being adaptable, being decisive, and being inspiring is critical. Lead with empathy, build diverse team, empower your people to thrive. maybe you've listened to all this in business management class and looks like a repeat of it, but just speaking from my experience when I was in Bank of Baroda, one of the challenges we had, we could not reward better performing person. We could not punish one who was not performing. In that scenario, the way to make the transformation or go with the transformation was to inspire the senior management, and who in turn had to providing inspirational leadership. So therefore, leadership capability can move the mountain. Remember this. Now I want to change gear. I have the privilege of working with several companies that are pioneers and market leaders. I want to touch on the common theme that runs across them as a marker for you to consider in your approach to career, in your approach to learning, etc. First, I just want a little bit of water. First, there is a strong conviction now that this decade belongs to India, and therefore companies want to have bold ambition. I therefore see a lot of approval requests or board resolutions relating to new acquisition, new joint ventures, technology arrangements, or building a new factory, or setting up a new port, or looking to scale API production. It's time for you to be bold, innovative, just as companies and industries are doing, because this is a time, the next 10 years are going to be India's decade with considerable growth. So the second area there's a lot of discussion is around corporate governance. It's being viewed more seriously. SEBI rules for independent directors, board members, board committees being held by independent directors have all driven this process. In this area, much of the discussion is around succession planning, performance management, gender diversity. The third is businesses are becoming very data-driven. Cloud and apps are having an impact on every facet of how a company operates, from internal communication and data storage to marketing and product development. Companies are building big data lake and using it for a range of purposes, from product innovation to targeting customer with hyper-personalization. Fourth, AI and generative AI are hitting the ground. It is the conversational topic. It's moving very fast. Generation AI has now become a general purpose technology. Will have an impact similar to the steam engine, the electricity, and the internet. The hype will subside as the reality of implementation sets in, but the impact of generative AI will be profound in unimaginable way of creating content that the industries are discussing on how to build. And all of these companies are demonstrating genuine concern for environment and managing climate change, and are investing in energy transition from fossil to renewables, working on ambitious plan to achieve carbon neutrality, and demonstrating sensitivity towards conservation. Each of this area provide a range of opportunity for you, whether it's a part of the management of the company or as an entrepreneur. Finally, a bit of learning from my role as an entrepreneur, from experience of an entrepreneur. I think the most important thing I realized is an ability to have an idea that is genuinely relevant and a mentor to guide. Managing funding challenge, in my view, is secondary. It's all about idea and business model. I co-founded 2 companies, one in the area of housing finance, an area that I understand, and the other in the area of development of low-cost housing. The first company is a clear winner, and on a good day, the stock market crosses $1 billion valuation. The other is a very expensive problem child, and we're not, even while we're getting reasonable traction, a large part of our wealth is kind of tied into that company. So what does it tell you? What did I learn? First, a capital light model is important. Find partners who will hold the real assets, which in other words, work on platform play. Fintechs are a good example. They focus on payment or lending side, but the actual loan book is with the bank. A leverage and a capital intensive business can be adopted as you move with success into the growth stage. Second, a model that provides you with non-linear growth. This means we leverage on the digital public infrastructure in the form of the Jan Dhan Trinity, or using ONDC for getting market access for sale of product. Accessing government support both in the form of subsidy or access to venture fund, or accessing a variety of ecosystem player in new areas such as space and deep tech. Third, build a non-invasive but a continuous monitoring tool, particularly in production function. One of the company I'm associated with is the use of remote sensing satellite that can track agricultural production at a farm level and provide for intervention when the growth is not consistent with the model. Fourth, building a brand that is crucial to create distinct identity and that resonates by making memorable impressions and fostering trust. We now have a concept of digital native brands, and companies which build digital native brands are having command high valuation. Finally, at the end of all of this, I want to leave you with what I think is a singular message I have. The real learning will happen now in the trenches of the business world. There will be triumphs, there will be setbacks. Embrace them, because it is through this experience that you will develop resilience, adaptability, and a kind of leadership that truly inspires. Step out of the zone of comfort, champion bold ideas, advocate positive change. The world needs leaders who are not just driven by ambition, but also guided by a sense of responsibility and a desire to create a better society. Congratulations, graduates. You have survived countless all-nighters, mountains of case study, enough group projects to make you question the very nature of human collaboration. You are basically superheroes and also sleep-deprived ninjas ready to conquer the world. Thank you.
The XLRI Medal for the highest CQPI among women students in the Business Management Program, sponsored by Maruti Udyog Limited, is awarded to Kavya Sai Murki. XLRI Medal for the highest CQPI in the Business Management Program, sponsored by Maruti Udyog Limited, is awarded to Arpit Yadav. XLRI Medal for the Best All-Round Student in the Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Venture Development Program is awarded to Sahil Islam. XLRI Medal for the highest CQPI among women students in the Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Venture Development Program is awarded to Priyanka. XLRI Medal for the highest CQPI in the Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Venture Development Program is awarded to Daksh Sunil Singhal.
I now call upon Dr. Rajiv Roy to administer the pledge to the graduating students.
I request all faculty members to please rise. On the recommendation of the faculty, the governing board is pleased to confer the 2-year postgraduate diploma in business management on 119 students and the 2-year postgraduate diploma in innovation, entrepreneurship and venture development on 40 students. Faculty members, please sit down. Graduating students, please rise for the pledge and repeat after me as I read it. We, the graduating students of XLRI, hereby pledge that, empowered with knowledge, the quest for which shall never end, we aspire to be responsible business leaders with integrity and honesty. We endorse the principles of responsible and ethical management and endeavor to work towards shaping an inclusive and sustainable global economy. We will refrain from corruption, unfair competition, or business practices harmful to society. As socially responsible citizens, we commit ourselves to bringing about equity and fairness to our organizations and to the society at large. We pledge to uphold the values of XLRI and shall always strive to apply our knowledge for the betterment of our society and bring glory to our institute. Graduating students, please sit down.
I now call upon the Dean Academics, Dr. Rajiv, to present the graduates with their diplomas.
Now I present the students who have qualified for the award of the 2-year postgraduate diploma in business management. Dear graduating students of the BM program, please assemble to the aisle on my right and come on to the stage and receive the diplomas from the chief guest and leave from the left. I will call out the names of the first 5 rank holders in order of merit and the rest in alphabetical order. May I request the audience not to applaud the graduates individually, but to do so after the entire graduating batch of 2024 receives the diploma. Thank you. Rank 1, Arpit Yadav. Rank 2, Sanal Charles Almeida. Rank 3, Tanmay Gupta. Rank 4, Dharmik Siroya. Rank 5, Sambhav Jain. Akash Chaudhary. Ayush Yadav. Abhimanyu. आदर्श गोयल, आदित्य सोमा, अग्रिमा मेधिरत्ता, अक्षय भार्गव, अंशुल श्रीवास्तव, अर्जुन श्रीवास्तव, अश्विन विश्वनाथ, भरत अध्यारू, चंद्रमौली एस, ध्वजल त्रिवेदी, दीक्षांत क्षत्री, गोपाल जलान, हार्दिक नंदवाना, हर्षवर्धन कोठावले, हर्षिता श्रीवास्तव, जयराज धबाई, काव्या साई मुर्की, खुशी बंसल, कृष्णन त्यागराजेश्वरन, मैनक गोयल, मंदार संतोष साधवेलकर, मयंक भारद्वाज, मयंक जिंदल, मोहित पांडे, पल्लवी, प्रंजल कुमार सिंह, प्रवीर सिंह शेखावत, पुष्कर सिन्हा, आर निवेदिता, रितीश कृष्ण वीराजा, रूपव तिवारी, सागर चतुर्वेदी, साकेत लोहिया, साक्षी जैन, सानिका वेलांकर, सौम्यता प्रणय, सौरभ गर्ग, शेख जान सैदा, शार्दुल चंद्रशेखर, श्रेयांश सोमवंशी, सिद्धांत माहेश्वरी, सिद्धार्थ वर्मा, सोरिश मंडल, स्टीवन थॉमस, सुभदर्शिनी मलिक, सुयश श्रीवास्तव, तुषार सिंह, वैभव अग्रवाल, विभूति आनंद, विशाखा मित्तल, अमन चावला, आभास सिंघल, Akrit Khedia, Abhishek Sharma, Aditi Singhal, Aditya Ajit Hegde, Aditya Joseph Matthew, Aditya Shaurya, Akshat Gupta, Amulya Raj Singh, Anupam Sharma, Arpan Aneja, Arpit Mehta, Ashutosh Bhattacharya, Atul Anand, Bhakti Vijay Mahajan, Dhruv Maitre, Devyanshi Agarwal, Dushyant Devan, Gunjan Agarwal, Gupta Sanket Arun Kumar, Harsh Agarwal, I now request Mr. Jayakumar to come in for the rest of the certificates. Jamie Joe, Jeffrey E. Katyayani Ranjan Chaudhary, Kaushal Vatamvar, Kaustav Mishra, Kuldeep Roy. Manas Bhattacharya. Maulik Jain. Medha Singh. Mridula Ravi. Naina Singh. Nimish Tarika. Pratik Kathuria. Prathamesh Agrawal. Pushkal Pandey. Radhika Agal. Raunak Basu. Rohan Arora. Sahil Khanna. Sahil Chaudhary. Sanaya Khurana. Sandeep Bhakat. Sankalp Mishra. Shobit Jain. Shubhangi. Shubhashish Sarkar. Siddharth Samadar. Somanchi Venkatesh Rohit. Sparsh Arora. Shubham Jyoti Mishra. Swastik Mahapatro. Tista Das, Tuhin Das, Utsav Verma, Vardhan Puri, Vikram Singh, Vishnu Kumar Rai, Now I present the students who have qualified for the award of the 2-year postgraduate diploma in Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Venture Development. I'll call out the names of the first 5 rank holders in order of merit and the rest in alphabetical order. Rank 1, Daksh Kumar Singhal. Rank 2, Meher Prabhu Tadepalli. Rank 3, Siddharth Padhi. Rank 4, Shubham Arora. Rank 5, Jitesh Talreja. Aro Jain. Abdul Razik. Abhishek Khare. Abhishek. Adil Akhtar. Akash Aman. Akshat Dwivedi. Anas Mev. Anindya Mandal. Anubhav Ranjan. Arya Kumar Shaw. Aryavardhan Solanki. Ashwini Kumar. Bhavishya Agrawal. Dhruv Devnath, Ivan Zachariah Thomas, Jacob Jose, Jyoti Pratap Thakur, Khushbu Kumari, Kumar Shaurya, Navneet Singh, Priyanka, Raman Tayal, Saubhagya Rachel Tuhina, Sahil Islam, Sarthak Agnihotri, Shan Kohli, Shiv Kumar Bhagat, Shivansh Modi, Shubham Vispute, Sparsh Agarwal, Timanshu Chaperia, Vishal Agarwal, Vishal Rohit Kumar Takkar, I request all students to go to the appointed seats. All students, please go to your appointed seats. Parents, please get seated. Parents, families. Candidates who are present here, there are others who have been found qualified for award of the diploma, as the case may be, but could not attend the convocation. I now request our Vice Chairman, Father S. George, to confer on behalf of the Board of Governors of XLRI postgraduate diploma in business management and postgraduate diploma in innovation, entrepreneurship and venture development, as the case may be, on these candidates who are present and on others who are absent in absentia.
By the authority vested in me as the Vice Chairman of the Board of Governors of XLRI, I award you the Postgraduate Diploma in Business Management, Postgraduate Diploma in Management in Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Venture Development. And I charge that by thought, word and deed, you prove yourself worthy of the award.
A successful and glorious career.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे